think it's amazing that Bulgari is making watches that are thinner than a credit card. And it's amazing that we've figured out how to make watches that are strong enough and sturdy enough to go to the bottom of the Mariana Trench. But as a product for human beings to buy, it just confuses me, I guess I'll say. And again, no judgment for everyone who loves those watches. And again, if a Pelagos ever landed in my hands, whether it's the Pelagos Ultra or the Pelagos 39, it would be a treasured jewel that I would never ever want to let go of. I mean, these are amazing things.
Yeah.
Um, but I do sometimes struggle to understand why we're driven to these extremes, I guess. Here I am staking out an extreme position.
Yeah.
But I also think about it, and I guess probably going on about this too long.
Not at
Um,
all.
I spent a chunk of my life doing construction work out of the back of a pickup truck. And for the majority of that time, I was working out of a 1992 Toyota pickup.
Oh man, I love that truck.
I'm, 6'4" tall with long arms, and I can't get my tools out of a modern Ford F-150. I
Right.
mean, I don't want to be lifting a 12-inch circular saw out of the back of a modern F-150. It's ridiculously big.
Yeah.
And I just don't understand exactly how we got from that amazing small Toyota truck that I drove for over 300,000 miles and that did all kinds of work,
Yeah.
towed all kinds of trailers, um, to
Oh,
these
so
giant monstrosities that really are, and again, that was a 1992 truck that got 29 miles to the gallon. Um,
amazing. Yeah.
my new Toyota pickup, which is I guess 2 or 3 years old at this point, gets worse gas mileage. It's
Yeah.
got a bunch of extra horsepower that I will never need. And again, I
Yeah.
worked out of that truck hauling stuff all over in all kinds of traditions
So
conditions.
like on paper, it's higher spec, but in terms of everyday use, it's not as useful in some ways.
It confuses me as a tool, I guess, right? If you
Yeah.
think about those trucks as tools,
Yeah.
a modern
God.
truck is tough. And I wonder about 1,000 meter dive watch as a tool versus 100 meter dive watch as a tool. Um, you don't
Yeah.
need all, I would argue that you don't really need that. Maybe I guess what I'm saying is, and this is really going to be a hot button take. This is not supposed to be the hot takes uh, episode on number
Hot
two,
takes.
but I guess what I'm saying is 1,000 meter dive watch stops being a tool watch,
Yeah.
even though its advertising and marketing tries to place it as such. It is no longer the right tool for the job once you tack on that extra weight, thickness, and diameter,
Yeah.
because it's just got like, if you're doing a job, you don't want to carry. And again, I'll go back to my construction background. Um, if I'm using a drill all day or a nail gun, I don't want it to weigh 2 pounds more than it
Oh,
needs to.
yeah.
I'm tired
Man.
at the end of the day as it is.
Yeah. That's a great argument. Damn.